As with any emerging technology, there has been ongoing debate and discussion regarding potential health concerns related to 5G, fifth-generation technology. 5G is the latest generation of wireless communication networks that promise faster speeds, lower latency, and increased connectivity compared to previous generations. However, some concerns have been raised about the potential health impacts of 5G technology, including 1. Radio frequency, RF, radiation. 5G networks rely on higher frequency bands, including millimeter waves, which are capable of transmitting larger amounts of data at higher speeds. Some studies have suggested that prolonged exposure to RF radiation emitted by wireless devices, including 5G networks, could have potential health effects, such as increased risk of cancer, DNA damage, and other adverse biological effects. However, the scientific consensus is that the RF radiation emitted by 5G networks is within the safety limits set by international guidelines, and there is no conclusive evidence of harmful health effects from 5G technology. 2. Thermal effects. The increased use of millimeter waves in 5G networks has raised concerns about potential thermal effects on human tissue. Millimeter waves are absorbed by the outer layer of the skin, and some studies have suggested that prolonged exposure to high levels of millimeter waves could cause tissue heating, which could potentially lead to skin burns or other thermal injuries. However, the levels of millimeter wave exposure from 5G networks are typically much lower than the levels required to cause thermal effects, and regulatory standards are in place to ensure that the exposure limits are well below the levels that could cause harm. 3. Electromagnetic hypersensitivity, EHS. Some individuals have reported symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, and other health issues that they attribute to electromagnetic fields, including those from wireless technologies like 5G. However, scientific studies have not been able to establish a consistent and reliable link between EHS and exposure to electromagnetic fields, including 5G technology. EHS is considered a subjective condition, and its causes and mechanisms are still not well understood. 4. Environmental impact. The deployment of 5G networks requires the installation of a large number of small cell sites and antennas, which could raise concerns about the potential environmental impact, such as increased energy consumption, visual aesthetics, and potential effects on wildlife. However, the environmental impacts of 5G technology are still being studied, and efforts are being made to minimize the environmental footprint of 5G infrastructure through improved design, energy-efficient technologies, and responsible deployment practices. It's important to note that regulatory agencies, such as the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, in the United States and similar organizations in other countries, have established safety guidelines and standards. This is to regulate RF radiation exposure from wireless devices, including 5G networks, based on scientific research and ongoing evaluations. These guidelines aim to ensure that the use of wireless technologies, including 5G, is safe for the general public and compliant with established safety limits. As with any technology, it's important to continue monitoring and evaluating the potential health impacts of 5G technology based on scientific research and evidence-based assessments. Ongoing research, safety evaluations, and compliance with regulatory guidelines can help ensure that 5G technology is deployed and used in a responsible and safe manner. If individuals have concerns about the health impacts of 5G technology, it's recommended to consult reputable sources of information, such as government agencies, scientific organizations, and established health authorities. This is all for the video. This video is made possible by Pictory. If you like to use Pictory to create your videos, enter the promo code J56 at checkout to get 20% off your subscription until you cancel. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.